Fox News can only afford one person. All right, so we're going to play another game. It's called Pageant. We're going to vote for the next Mr. or Mrs. Shaun Cassidy. Can we get our first contestant out there?
Gentleman on the scholar.
Oh my goodness. Yes, my name is Alice.
Nice to meet you, Alice. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm good. I'm very good. You know, oh my.
Yeah. Lights and a lot of people.
More people here than at the nursing home.
I would imagine. I mean, not many people go and visit the nursing home. All right. Not right now. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm sure. I'll have lights here later, but not right now. Can I get another contestant out here? How are you, sir? May I ask your name?
So, man. How's it going? How's it going? Alright, I'm Trevante, that's spelled Q, apostrophe, C-R-A-V-O-N-T, ampersand, umlaut. And I'm from the down and dirty streets of like the Rough and Tug suburbs of Rockland County.
Spelled that right. All right, Trevante, all righty. Can I get a last and final contestant? May I ask your name, sir?
You want to know my name? You want to know my name? Well, do you know the name that your people threw against me, or the name I've chosen for myself?
Sir,
My name is Running Water. I'm 164th Cherokee Indian. I recently found out on my Ancestry.com that it is on my mother's side.
Didn't mean to offend, sir. I apologize for all people.
Good!
All right, can I get a question for our contestants here?
How do you solve world hunger?
What would you do about equipment fire?
How would you solve world hunger? Alice, would you please answer that question?
Well, I must say, it has a lot to do with the fact that. Oh no, it's okay. I'm not as young as you used to be.
I realize that.
Well, I think it has a lot to do with the fact that, you know, not everybody's as nice as they used to be. Everybody's so busy. They don't want to help out, you know, volunteer at, you know, the food drives and that sort of stuff. You know, when I was a little bit younger, I used to do that.
Okay, so it's to the people, thank you. All right, Trevante, how do you solve world hunger?
Well, being from the streets, I know about being hungry. Like, all my parents made was like, well, all my parents are made, you know, because like we're not as rich as the other guys. Like they own yachts, we got a little boat. But my parents had to make steak tartare, and I was like, we need bigger portions. So I was hungry because we didn't have enough portions. So they just told me to get some Lunchables out the freezer. So, give the hungry Lunchables.
From Rockland County. Gotcha. The Lunchables from Rockland County. All right. Running water. How would you solve?
You want me to solve world hunger? That's what you want? You want me to solve world hunger? My people try to teach you how to solve world hunger. We taught you how to, make corn, taught you how to hunt, how to survive the winters. What you did? Destroyed our culture and threw our girls on your dollar coins!
Again, I did not mean to offend. It's just a question for this little content. Okay. Can I get another question?
Is Red Season an offensive name?
Do you think there should be a woman as a space cowboy? Running water. Please. I think you can like for them. Okay, yeah. Women as.
Well, let's see. Last time you tried to represent our women, it was a failure of a Disney film! Pocahontas writes the true history of that poor little girl who was forced to move to England and marry a 27-year-old man! So So no!
I don't work for Disney. My brother works for Pixar, but that's a different story. Alright. Alice, should a woman be a space cowboy?
Oh, absolutely. Woo! How? What kind of a question is that? Why wouldn't there be girl space cowboys? That's ridiculous.
The prompter said I had to.
I lived through the 1920s. It's important. Would you like a lifesaver?
Sure, I'll have one. I'll save it for later. Thank you. All right, Shavante. Should a woman be a space cowboy?
So, my sister, Kim Vontae, is trying to be a space cowboy, but you can't really be a space cowboy when you're in the hood of the streets of the suburbs of Rockland County. So, you know, we fundraise money by digging in our couch cushions and pulling out hundreds. And now we're building her a space cowboy facility to become the first ever space cowgirl. Yeah.
Rock on, brother. Can I get a last question for our lovely contestants?
How will you be a role model?
How will you be a role model? Shavante, please answer that question.
So I'm gonna be a role model by showing everybody that, like, you could come from the down and dirty suburbs of Rockland County, the hood, and you can still be real. Like, I'm from the, you know, my family didn't have it good. We had private jets. We had a biplane. We had a biplane. I still kept it real, right? We didn't have Lamborghinis. Sure, my dad had Audi, maybe 12, but they weren't Lambos. Just keep it real. Move your baby.
I'm so sorry for the adversity you faced. Alice, in your years of experience, how would you serve as a role model?
Oh, you're so sweet. Okay, well, I'm very, very old, as you can tell. I've got a lot of experience doing a lot of different things, and I have lived through a lot of history. So,
So years of experience, yes. Years of
sweet,
experience.
sweet,
Thank
sweet
you.
kid. You remind me of my grandchildren. They don't visit anymore.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll start visiting. You know, your grandchildren, yeah.
No, your
Of course.
father was so sweet.
Thank you. I know you knew my father. All right. Running water. How would you serve?
Are you saying I'm not a role model now? Is that what you're saying?
You see the prompter?
Ever since I found out last September that I'm 164th Cherokee Native American Indian, I've been a role model for my people. I've gone on a vision quest, I've made a totem pole, I've made cornbread for 3 days straight. 3 whole days of cornbread.
You ain't going in the streets though, man.
My people didn't have streets.